I'm going to show you two things real quick. Now, we don't need to watch this next clip. I just enjoyed how stupid it is. I just want to show you the thumbnail and the title because I think it's funny. And I think it's indicative of a greater problem within the Republican establishment of something or others. Whatever. This would be a clip from Joey Pags. Did Biden just take over the internet? Yes and no. Now wait, this isn't the only title, as dumb and annoying as it is. Did Biden just take over the internet? Yes and no. But look at the secondary title. Full takeover of the internet by Biden and the FCC? Kinda. Kinda. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Mercy. Thank you. Kinda. Kinda. Fucking kinda. Say kinda again, motherfucker. Say kinda again. Kinda. Seriously? Fucking kinda. They always come in threes. Sorry. That's, yeah, super good. All right, now, let's go. Let's finish this out. Come on, it's a Friday night. Now, I know I'm going a little bit late. I've got radio tomorrow, so I can't go completely on this video. I just have to show it to you. This is, this is, Mark Levin with the Alina Habba interview. Boy, is he excited to use a picture of himself from 22 years ago. And this seriously doesn't look anything like Mark Levin at all in this picture. Shit, she looks like this is a college picture. Trump attorney Alina Habba on the politically motivated fraudulent case against Trump. You gotta tighten that shit up. No pun intended. Here we go. This is the Alina Habba interview.
It is a pleasure to have with us Alina Habba. You know, Alina
Habba. Oh, I didn't realize she was suddenly a rabbi. Wait, Alina Habba.
It is a pleasure to have with us Alina Habba. You know, Alina, I don't know have you been on this show before?
I have not. I'm so excited to be on your show, Mark. I'm a big fan.
And I'm a big fan of yours. You've been doing a fantastic job in it.
Yeah, the way you either forget to check a box or check a box you shouldn't check is masterful. We're all just marveling over here at how fantastically you fuck up on such simple things.
Out of the courtroom, and I want to talk about that. What's going on in this fraud?
In and out of the courtroom.
Fraudulent civil phony fraud case. First of all,
fraudulent, phony, fraud, fucking fraudy, phony, fucking fake, phony, fraud thing.
Tell America about this gag order and what happened today.
With pleasure. Well, you know, there's this continuous unconstitutional attempt to gag the lead.
To keep Trump from getting some of his followers to shoot up someone's car like a fucking lunatic.
Candidate for the Republican Party at the moment. And now this is the second time that a judge with political biases has been overturned and the gag order was stayed. They tried to tell us that we could not discuss his law clerk, who is incredibly politically motivated, as well as the judge and Miss James.
Yeah, but either the stuff she's saying is truthful or it isn't. It can't, if his judgment is affected by it, it isn't because of she's not a puppet. He's not a puppet. She doesn't have control over him. So even if she's feeding him information, he can factor that in. He chose her for a reason. He trusts her. So the idea that he's being manipulated by his own clerk is just dumb. The problem that what they don't like, and the clerk thing seems to confuse some people. Let me clear it up real quick, and then we can just fuck off these people because it's just a audio one. We don't need to listen in on them if they're not going to have the decency, the guts to show up in person. The whole thing with the clerk boils down to the fact that the judge it will often go, ask for pieces of a transcript or compare what's being said on the stand in real time with what's been said before to see if it matches up. And the clerk's job is effectively there to make sure that he has all that information, both case law and what has previously been testified to, and any relevant court, stuff that's going on, so that he can vet what the person is saying, or even respond to if somebody has an objection to something they say, that the person is being, is lying, or the idea that, did he say earlier that building had 70 fucking floors when it only has 63, or is he just now saying it for the first time? And that kind of stuff. And the clerk is effectively feeding him that information, or is responsible for getting him that information if he needs it, or keeping him informed of something if at one point they're like, he just lied. Remember last week? Remember what you told me in chambers? Keep an eye out for this shit while you're listening to the testimony. If I hear him bring up this other bullshit again, you wanted me to make a note of that. So she does that all the time. And these assholes think that, like, he should just be by himself up there. Trump's got 3 fucking lawyers. The prosecution has several lawyers and experts. And the judge is supposed to single-handedly just kind of sit there and listen to it like he's omniscient and has the fucking matrix spike in the back of his head drawing all the information he needs. He's just getting it from his fucking clerk. The problem they have is that the clerk is right, and the stuff that she's pointing out is true, and they can tell when Don Jr. or Ivanka or any of them were lying on the stand, or their expert was full of shit, and the clerk is leaning over going, hey, remember when you told me to bring in the... Yeah, it's the same lie we talked about before. And the judge goes, bip, bip, and makes a little mark. And that little mark is in the fuck these guys column. And they know when their client is lying. The Haba and Kais and all of them, they know exactly when, Don Jr. said something that isn't true. They coached him. They know what the details are. They have the materials around the case. And so whenever she leans over, when they know a lie was just told, they see her lean in. They're like, fuck. They know. And so they're reacting to this. This is what they're getting mad about. And then they start whispering to themselves. And Trump goes, what's going on? And they're like, just the clerk. She's giving him this. And then he just goes, this clerk is trying to attack me. Because he doesn't fucking know. And for everything he says about Biden being slow or not aware of shit is absolutely true of Trump. Dude is fucking lost. That's why they're griping about this. Just saying. So that, in case anybody, hopefully that clarifies it.